So we got a really, really, really good another exposure, I guess, right?
Yeah, to go on top of the title sponsor.
I wonder if he knows.
Sniper Gearbox, man, I don't know. I don't know if word spread that far.
They were talking about us over at the FTI booth. That's all.
Yes.
Numerous people told me that. So.
Spread the word. I mean, this guy coming, I mean, and it'll be repeated a couple times, but this is a longtime friend of both of us.
Very much so. Like, very much so.
Yeah, he's more than just a influence in this motorsports.
He's an influence to us personally.
To us personally. Yes.
A pusher too. Almost like a mentor.
Yep. And hey, here he is now.
And actually here he comes right now. The man himself.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
What's happening, Dennis?
My little boys.
I told you last year you were going to be hanging out at our booth this year, and here we have it.
I know, man. I got to tell you, though, I came by earlier this morning, and I am really, when I think back about how I really got started, especially with this one right here, and and watching you guys.
Sit down. We got these fancy.
Watching.
They
you,
were provided by PRI.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, comfy.
Well, just watching you guys, come to the park. This dude started out just spitting and sputtering, and I loved him. Yeah, I love any kind of edge that I could give them. If it was something to camp for free or do this or do that, and I would give these guys a couple $100 here and there for fuel money, but he always put it out. He was such the showman.
And I told the story today to many people. I said, Dennis brought out King Sling. I said, I had a little 6-cylinder hot rod, and he would tell me, you can jump sideways. I know it's on lease, but I think you can do it. And I'd go, Dennis said I can do it. Yeah. I was sending this thing. It never ended well, but it was an awesome show. We tore up stuff. And
that's why he was giving you them couple $100 to fix them leaf springs.
Yeah, get the leaf spring fixed.
Foundation.
Yes.
Yeah, it did, man, because, it's like the level of what we do now, it's the entertaining part of it. We are racers, and we will stand there until the last truck runs.
Yeah.
But we have an audience out there, mom, dad, and the kids, so we do have to entertain them.
Yeah.
And what's entertaining is, number one to me, is wheel-to-wheel action. When you can call a race and you're the fan sitting there, and you know that your favorite truck
that red truck
was the winner. You don't have to wait for a single pass and listen to a time go 2:3.44. You know what I mean? Yep. But I love the wheel-to-wheel. And then when you guys brought this series to my park with no timers, I was like, thank you. There is a mega truck god.
Yeah.
So we don't have to, because you remember that, look, prior to you guys coming to the park, the year before that, my timers got hit 13 times.
Holy crap.
And I was pissed.
Yeah.
And that's when I started making rules. You hit my timers, you're DQ'd.
But it brings back the fundamentals of racing, though, right?
Yes, it does,
you've been racing your entire career, and heads-up racing is just where it's at.
It is, and I enjoy and I appreciate, what you guys have done, for the sport, for bringing a new particle to the game. We've tried it and we've played with it, but you guys put it in place. It's an implement now that's well oiled, and you guys just got better and better at it. So I'm honored. I'm honored to have you guys.
We appreciate the crap out of you. You've coached us and schooled us more than you really probably even know, but every little piece of information you've ever given us, we've taken it and used it. So
well. And I've got to, and I don't even want to etch this in stone while we're talking about it, but there is something I want to be a very big part of the series this year. And I have some health issues, and one of them is when you get this old, you can't, one day you got to pull back.
Yep.
Sure.
So I'm at the days that I need to pull back. I'm good until I have a bad wreck.
Yeah.
And back when just a few years ago, if I had a bad wreck,
you could have died,
man. Yeah, right. But I don't care. I was strong.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah.
So I gotta watch how I step now. And with that being said, I want King Sling to be at the top. You guys in the racing series, I'm always out there, going to be the show off. Want to be the grand finale of the show, doing freestyle and whatever that people are waiting for. 100%. Because to me in the beginning we used to always say, or I used to always say, you have to bore them before you can thrill them.
Yeah.
And boring to my show was is we're going to race first, like we do with monsters, and
Yep.
then we do the freestyle.
No,
Sure.
So now the racing has gotten so awesome that it's not even, there's no bore.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's all high end, you know, and
It's
you look-
professional now.
yeah, yeah.
It's professional.
And you look at what we do at Spring Sling. This is year 14.
Yep.
And look at look at what's going to happen there for 2024. You guys are a huge part of that. But we have Motor Trend is stepping in. They're going to be there. We got the Faster with Newbern and Cotton, and those guys are going to be there, a part of it. And the big sweepstakes that we're doing here at PRI, that is going to be a part of it. So this Spring Sling is going to be good. All we're going to do is just stand back there, cross our fingers for the weather that we want.
Damn right. And this will be our third Spring Sling with you, right?
Yes. Yep.
Sweet.
Yep.
And happily, I'll say this: I've been racing at Dennis's for my career, and it's hectic to run a race overall, but to bring in an extra 30 trucks
Oh yeah.
to run in your show,
Yep.
and for you to have allowed us to take over the way you have and run it, it shows us what we're capable of
Right.
all the way around. I mean, we turned 54 trucks over in 3 hours 15
Yeah.
minutes, was
Yep.
it?
Yep.
This past year, 54
Yes.
trucks we turned over.
And you guys, I'm going to tell you, I was worried. I was worried when we get that many trucks. I'm
Sure.
like, dude,
We were right there with you.
I don't need a 7-8 hour show. I got mom, dad, and the kids up in here. We need to rock
Damn
and
right.
roll this thing.
But none of those fans left until that
No,
last truck
they
ran.
did not. It was good. It was good to the end.
I
Yep.
remember after the first year. I remember coming to
Yeah.
you, and you were the second race we ever did as Premier.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you jumped on board, and at the end, we come to you, and you were like, "No, it was flawless. It was speed.
You
it was
invited us back
action-packed."
that first
Yeah.
race.
Instantly was ready for the next year.
Right.
And go again.
Well, it was easy.
So-
You know what I mean? It was
Sure.
like you guys brought it. You came in. You guys are, and y'all been around it long
Yes.
enough, and you know that when I'm down there, I'm cracking the whip.
Yep.
So when I come walk into the hot pits, everybody better be strapped and be ready to rock.
You
and
start
roll.
yelling Bailey on the mic over top of the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I'm getting bored,
Yes.
so you better bring something. But it was awesome. It was
It
flawless
helped us
this
set
last time.
standards for every other race. It really set a good tone for how we knew our shows needed to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And I'd say that was a large part of our success because we knew from our very first race that you had to turn it over.
Right.
It's a show on top of a race. So.
And knew your
Absolutely.
standard. And knew the
Yes.
standard that
Yep.
we had to set, and we had to set it big.
And
to make sure.
that's how I've always lived through my whole life of motorsport. I'm a motorsport entertainer,
Sure.
and I'm a competitor, and I don't care.
We
if
know
I
you
don't,
are.
I don't care if anybody thinks it is rigged or not. You can rig it all you want to, but when you're racing this boy right here,
It's gonna be.
it's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause,
It's all on.
A breakdown ain't a win.
Right.
You
no.
want to win. You
Yeah,
want to
that's
pass
right.
that finish
Yep.
line first.
That's right.
That's right. So,
But and all I can say too, man, is to the world of mega trucks, and where when I first came out with King Sling, I drove it like a gravedigger truck.
Yep.
Just driving it in the ground. It was the biggest, clumsiest, stupidest freaking thing to drive.
Still
It,
one of the
it,
coolest.
it was cool.
Still
It was
one of the
wicked.
coolest, yeah.
But that thing
Still
was,
is.
it was hell to drive. I'm going to tell you that. And when I say hell to drive, just to hold back so you didn't turn it over.
yeah,
And now the technology
center of gravity is lower.
that's coming
Yes.
along with the trucks. We still have a heavy race truck that can split off and do freestyle and
Oh,
do
yeah.
racing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that is me. I still like that. But I like to have a heavy enough truck that I can go freestyle. But
Flip it over and
I want
keep
it to
going.
be. I want it to be stout enough that I can still make
Yeah,
the
hang
top
it out
five,
there.
the top 5 lightweight
Yes.
racers sweat.
Yep.
Yep.
And if we can fit in that category with King Sling and Bog Hog, we're all
Oh,
good.
they're there.
Yes.
They know that.
And-
Everybody's
and
shaking in their
I,
boots.
I did hear that we may have some boys from the 757 joining the premiere this year. So the
Right.
252 and maybe some big guys. So
yeah.
I know Gary Stabella and them boys are way into what we're doing.
Right.
He calls me often. He's probably. I hope you're following in on what we're doing, Gary, because
Yeah.
you've been a big
Yes,
push for
yeah,
what we're doing
He,
too.
he is, man, and Gary is. Gary's a good. He's a good stand-up guy, and he's a good part of
Yep.
what goes on in my stables too.
Yeah.
With old number 6.
Sure.
just the.
He had
just
some
the-
shoes
ju-
to fill.
just the-
He
yeah.
had some shoes to fill.
Yeah,
He follows.
just that backstory.
He
Yeah,
watches and follows.
he does,
He's-
man.
I remember I talked to him the first race too, and he had
he downloads, you know what I mean, and he
Yes.
knows
Yes.
the
Yeah,
right
yeah, there you go.
questions to ask, and
Yeah.
I do like that about Gary. And we're doing a truck somewhat together. It is going to be Gary's,
Yep.
but it's going to be Gary's while we're working on it, building on it.
Yep.
But on some of those race days, it's going to be mine and Gary's.
I like it.
You know what I mean?
I
And
like
so the mine and Gary team, you know, that's what we want to do.
Some more fast boys.
Yeah.
Is we want to get, you know, we want to chase the points.
Ah,
We just got to make sure that schedules don't get in the way.
speaking of schedules, did you hear we had a new title sponsor? Did you hear we got a title sponsor this year?
You know, I don't even want to take the cheer away from you, but yes,
Yeah.
I've been on the phone with these guys the last couple of days.
Nice.
They weren't hooped a line about us doing what we're doing today,
Sure.
but it's already been leaked to the grapevine. You know,
That's
because
good.
only good
Well,
stuff
we found
leaks
out
my
today.
way.
Yeah.
We found out today, so
Yeah.
you knew before us then.
Right,
That's
but
pretty
that
cool.
it is awesome, man.
Yep.
And
We're doing our schedule release tomorrow or today, but we're releasing our schedule
Yep.
today as well. So
right.
I'm
Well,
excited about that.
I'm waiting on a phone call, so I may have some news for you guys later on today.
Nice.
Okay. And one news that we are going to have is there is going to be another Anderson on this earth, on the ground. Another boy is on the way. And if I looked at my phone, I may be text. I'm going to be. I got number 4
That's
grandson
awesome.
coming right now.
Ryan or Adam?
Ryan. Yes.
Wow.
Congratulations. to
Yeah,
that.
right
on,
That's
man.
super
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, congratulations
Another
to
one.
the sport of motorsport
Yes.
entertainers.
Yes.
Because as y'all know, in my family, my kids had a choice. You either drive the hell out of a truck or you go get a job with somebody else. None of my kids
They
got
were
a
born.
job.
They were
Nobody
born
got
to
a job with nobody else.
No.
They're a wheeling gravedigger
That's
truck.
awesome.
We joked earlier. I said, man,
We're not
somebody
live, by the way.
said something about you walk by and brought up your kids and stuff, and I kind of was talking about our relationship over the years,
Yeah.
and I was like, and those kids throughout, from his youngest son to his oldest and daughter, and in between, they all just are geared to be behind the wheel or something. I was like, they
Right.
put methanol in their Cheerios, they hold their belts up, they hold their pants up with blower belts.
Right.
It's just
Yeah,
been
that's it.
It's been set in from birth, and hey, everybody in your family is is a competitor.
I know.
Monster truck, mega truck, anything they set their foot in.
Right.
They're
And I'm very fortunate. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not even that good. Wasn't even a plan in life. It just. I'm
fell
not kidding you,
into
man.
place.
It just happened.
Yep.
Ryan
It
is
just all
good.
happened. Yes.
Ryan is good.
Ryan he's the top trickster right now. But a lot of people don't get to see Weston
I
on
Weston
TV.
too.
Sure.
But now him in a monster
I
truck.
would
Yeah.
imagine.
With his
I would
tricks.
only imagine.
Dude,
He's got all of y'all
I
in
see
him.
Weston when some of those videos come out. Tiptoe on its nose. And it's
Yeah,
like he's
yeah.
been doing it for 20
No,
years.
I know it.
It's
And
pretty
But he
impressive.
really has, because he's been watching his dad and his brothers do it.
Right. Well, look at where he started. You
Yeah.
were there.
Yeah, no.
When he was 8 years
Jumping
old
Power
doing mini.
Wheels.
He had.
Yeah.
But that's right. He was 6 years old
Yeah.
playing Power Wheels,
Yeah.
minivan stunts.
Yeah.
And doing his little go-kart stunts. For
And there is a
Kids.
new Bog Hog being built, correct?
Yes.
And
Yep.
it's more of a race truck, correct?
Yes, it is. Yep.
That's what I heard.
So it's going to be kind of a squatter and wider and
low center of
yeah,
gravity.
yeah, and it's going to be
Trying to come whoop up on us.
1,500 pounds lighter. I don't know, man, because we might not know how to drive one of those trucks.
Nah, y'all as fast as y'all are, as big as it is.
Yeah.
We're going to have hell to pay when y'all
We,
get down.
we really couldn't be more thankful, though, just having you part of our what we're doing. I mean,
And the support.
you are probably a large reason why we're still going, because to get the feedback that we got out of you as early in the game as we did, it gave us a reason to keep going.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Well,
Thank you for that.
well, you're certainly welcome, and I appreciate the kind words. But with you guys and the caliber of trucks that that everybody's putting together now to run your series,
Yep.
it's very important to the sport.
Sure.
Very important. I'm telling you, man, this has got to live on. Motorsports cannot die.
Nope.
I know everybody talks about electric this and electric that. It's not. There's not going to be an electric mega truck
No.
in my day. If it
No.
is, it's going to be a RC
We're
truck.
going to unplug it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
but anyway, I appreciate everything that you guys have done, and every competitor out there, for them to continue on from being these big muddy dinosaurs that we just drug through the mud with deuce and a halves and 5 tons.
Yeah.
Look at what we have now.
Sure.
You know,
And
look,
not the biggest time period. I mean, 15 years that's happened.
no, it's happened
Evolution.
very quick.
Yep.
Yeah.
The evolution of what we're doing right now happened way quicker
Than monster
than
trucks.
monster trucks did.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
And I got to say, the innovation of monster trucks stimulated where we are now. Shock design, four-link designs, all of that is rolled over just in a little bit lighter weight, smaller way.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
It's
It
true
was all there.
evolution. I use it's a funny example, but you know NASCAR, the campers and the haulers that are out at these camp sales, brand new campers, the TVs get bigger, right? And the outside amenities get better.
Right.
And it's because people are in they're tailgating.
You want more.
They're not really all the time inside that facility watching.
Right.
They're sometimes outside of that camper watching, and we want to keep them in the arena.
Yeah.
Right.
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
I got you.
So,
Yeah, that drive for
And,
more,
and that,
bigger,
and
better.
there's one thing that I do like about it. You know, we're hardcore competitors. Everybody out there is a hardcore competitor, but it's still a family.
Yeah.
man.
It is family, dude. I'm telling you. And
When you have that
I-
family
and
dinner
that's-
at Spring Sling on Friday
yes,
night,
yeah,
that is huge for the
Right.
sport. When
Yep.
we're all
All
when
of
your
us.
starter breaks and
Yeah.
some snag
another
one off
guy,
another truck, I mean that's what it's about.
yep,
Everybody
It's-
ain't out here doing
It's
that in
start
this
to
sport.
finish. And those people, and I'm like, this sport is keeping us as family. I
Yes.
know, like my family, my little brother races, has raced it.
My little boys,
started.
yeah.
My parents have been to every race. I mean, you know, like it's.
Oh yeah.
And my dad to this day still goes to well, getting that tractor trailer with us and towed up the road.
Yeah. Right.
You know, we've been 12, 14 hours in a day cab Pete. You know,
Yeah.
3 wide in a day
One
cab
sitting on a
Pete.
milk crate.
Yeah.
So
But that's fun times, man. You
Yes.
That's
never,
why we're here.
you
Yes.
never forget those times,
Yeah.
dude. I'm telling
Our
you.
reason, even, and you know it because we
it
told you,
started in a total.
in a toter driving back from an unorganized event,
Yeah.
numerous back-to-back unorganized
Yeah.
events, and we look at each other.
It's cracking jokes.
Yeah, we're like,
Yeah.
You know,
we could do this better. And here we we had a few years of idle where nobody was really doing any points racing, and during that time we were stuck on what we can do this better.
Right.
We had the right people. We've learned and met the right people since then. Still continuing to. So there's no reason why we can't just make racing great again, like Premier says.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. That's good stuff, man.
And really, we call it what we just came up with it today is 2024 Mega Truck Takeover.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
sounds
That's what
good.
Premier's doing.
Okay.
Mega Truck Takeover. I mean,
I'm a part of it.
Yeah.
You know,
That's awesome.
I'm with you guys.
I like it.
And
We're
like
gonna
I
start
said,
a hashtag on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Mega Truck
That's-
Takeover.
Hashtag.
So like all our
We're coining
you know what the hashtags are,
2024.
right?
Yeah. I know what they are.
When you make a post, make sure you remember that.
Oh man, you know better than that. If you see a post from me, it's because my daughter's helping me.
She's
Or my
home
wife.
this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
We appreciate
Everything,
everything
man.
from you again. Appreciate support. Appreciate everything you do for the sport in general.
Yeah.
Aside of Premier, but on top of that, Premier, me and Joey, our team, thanks you. Appreciate you for everything that you've done. And
my kids talk about you all the
Yeah.
time in school.
You've had even
Right.
before Premier.
They
you've
probably
had our
lie and
back.
call you Uncle Dennis.
Yeah, that's okay.
Or your grandpa.
Yeah.
They might even call you grandpa. I don't know.
That's
but
good.
I
They
know
call me
got stories
grandpa.
to
I'm
tell.
good because I'm there. I'm already grandpa, man.
Yeah.
But you
So,
know, yeah, man, you guys,
yeah.
I'm really excited for, when you land on my event for the Spring Sling, the 420.
Yep.
So that's in April.
So that's our second race.
Yeah.
Yep. I want to release it, but
It's
just
coming.
Another
So you got
the
a
next
little
live.
feeler. Yeah, you
Next
got-
live feed we go. We're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
release our date.
Okay.
We got 6 points races this year.
Okay.
Yep. So our first one is our first one is gonna be can I tell a date?
Nope.
A state? Anything?
Nope.
Okay.
No,
We're
better
gonna
not.
hold it. We're gonna hold it for
Yeah,
another
yeah.
announcement.